The other forward is number 44.
Perfect.
Ah!
Wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. Jessica, Jessica, come here to mommy. Let's play ball. Come on. Good girl. Woo. Come on, honey. Give mommy the ball. Good girl. Oh. Okay. Good girl. Good girl. Come on, honey. Come on. Oh, you good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, here we go again. Good girl. Here we go. Ah. Good girl. Oh. Yes. Oh, very good, honey. Oh, good. Oh. Oh.
How amusing this is.
What's the matter with Daddy, huh? What's the matter with Daddy? Let's go get Daddy. Let's get Daddy. Okay. Oh. Go get Daddy. Go get Daddy. Yeah, go get Daddy. Come on. Let's get Daddy. Come on. Let's get Daddy. Not the wrong way, honey. Come on. Let's get Daddy. Good girl. Yeah. Ouch. Ouch, mommy. Come here. Come here, Daddy. Come here. Come here, Daddy. Come here. Show Daddy a wiggle and a jiggle. A wiggle and a jiggle and a jiggle and a wiggle. A wiggle and a jiggle, a jiggle and a wiggle. Oh, oh, look at that. Peekaboo.
Oh. Huh. Now this is something very interesting. Oh. Where is it? More. Where's more? Where's more? More. Oh, good, that's right. Ah, More, more, where's more? Is that all? Is that all? You gotta be kidding, come on. More. Where? Come on. Come on. Come on. Give me some, come on. Is that all? Or we can get it. Oh, we can get it. Yes, more. More. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, yum, yum.
Ouch. Don't bite her. Don't bite.
More, more.
You want to get some more to Inky, huh? Don't eat it. Yeah, it's not for you. It's not cat food. It's cat food, not people food. Where'd it go? Huh? Let's go wash hands. On your mark. That's it. Go. Let's go shopping. Let's go shopping. Bye-bye, Jessica. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Jessica. Jessica. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Come here. Come here. Come here. No? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, put the magazine in too, huh? Okay, look the magazine. Okay, paper boy. Dancing, huh? Okay, let's go. Ooh! Crash, huh? Come on, Jessica. Don't eat the newspaper. Just deliver it. Deliver it, okay? Paper. 2 cents a piece. 2 cents a piece. Bye-bye, honey. Bring back home some money, okay, for your paper. Bye-bye. Hey, you should see her face. Bye-bye. Oh. Jessica, are you the homeless people, huh? Is that why you have to put everything in a shopping cart? Huh? Oh. Uh-huh. Oh. Jessica. Jessica, honey. What are you doing? Tree. Jessica. 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 Jessica, look. Here, Jessica. Like this. Come on. Oh, what's that? Oh. Okay, honey. What? Oops. Come on. Look, honey. Look. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, you put that in here? Oh. Treasure? Is that treasure? Yeah? It's treasure? Oh. Can mommy have it? You want it? You can come and get it. Jessica, look, treasure. Treasure. Oh. Not in your mouth. honey. You want to play with your pigs, honey? Jessica? Pretty, 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 pretty. Oh, good girl. Tower. Tower. Good girl. Oh. Ta-da! Oh, what's that? Thank you. Peekaboo, peekaboo. Hi, Daddy. Brush your teeth and go to bed? Hmm? Yeah? Jessica, what's that? Thank you. See my clean teeth, Daddy? Smile for Daddy, see? What's this? Wait a second, Daddy. I gotta get something. Out of my nose. You might be embarrassed later on. What's this? Blah, 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 blah.
Seuss's sleep book. This book is to be read in bed. Random House, New York. Are you ready for a book, Kenny? Ready for sleepy time? Dr. Seuss's sleep book? Okay. The news just came in from the county of Keck that a very small bug by the name of Van Vleck is yawning so wide you can look down his neck. This may not seem very important, I know, but it is, so I'm bothering telling you so.
And should I press backlight?
A yawn is quite catching, you see, like a cough. It takes just one yawn to start other yawns off. Now the news has come in that some friends of Van Vleck are yawning so wide you can look down their necks. At this moment right now, under 7 more noses, great yawns are in blossom. They're blooming like roses. The yawn of that little one bug is still spreading. According to latest reports, it is heading across the wide fields, through the sleepy night air, across the cold country, toward every which-where. And people are gradually starting to say, I feel rather drowsy. I've had quite a day. Creatures are starting to think about rest. 2 biffer-bound birds are now building their nest. They do it each night. And can't see Jessica now. Creatures are starting to think about rest. 2 biffer-bound birds are now building their nest. They do it each night, and quite often I wonder how they do this big job without making a blunder. But that is their problem, not yours and not mine. The point is, they're going to bed, and that's fine. Sleep thoughts are spreading throughout the whole land. The time for night brushing of teeth is at hand. Up at Herkheimer Falls, where the great river rushes and crashes down crags in great gargling gushes, the Herkheimer sisters are using their brushes. Those falls are just grand for toothbrushing beneath, if you happen to be up that way with your teeth. The news just came in from the castle of Krupp that the lights are all out and the drawbridge is up. And the old drawbridge drawer just said with a yawn, my drawbridge is drawn and it's going to stay drawn till the milkman delivers the milk about dawn. I'm going to bed now, so nobody better come round with a special delivery letter. The number of sleepers is steadily growing. Bed is where more and more people are going. In Culpeper Springs, in the Stiltwalkers' Hall, the Stiltwalkers' stilts are all stacked on the wall. The Stiltwalker walkers have called it a day. They're all tuckered out and they're snoozing away. This is very big news. It's important to know, and that's why I'm bothering telling you so. Way out in the west, in the town of Merced, the Hinklehorn Honking Club just went to bed. Every horn has been quietly hung on a hook for the night in its own private Hinklehorn nook. All this long, happy day they've been honking about, and the Hinklehorn honkers have honked themselves out. But they'll wake up quite fresh in the morning, and then they'll start right in Hinklehorn honking again. Everywhere creatures are falling asleep. The collapsible frink just collapsed in a heap. And by adding the frink to the others before, I'm able to give you the who's asleep score. Right now, 40,404 creatures are happily, deeply in slumber. I think you'll agree that's a whopping fine number. Counting up sleepers, just how do we do it? Really quite simple, there's nothing much to it. We find out how many, we learn the amount by an audio-teleo-talio count. On a mountain halfway between Reno and Rome, we have a machine in a plexiglass dome, which listens and looks into everyone's home. And whenever it sees a new sleeper go flop, it jiggles and lets a new big ol' ball drop. Our chap counts these balls as they plump in a clump, and that's how we know who is down and who's up. Do you talk in your sleep? It's a wonderful sport, and I have some news of this sport to report. The world champion sleep talkers, Joe and Mo Redzoff, have just gone to sleep, and they're talking their heads off. For 55 years now, each chattering brother has babbled and gabbled all night to the other. They've talked about laws, and they've talked about gauze, and they've talked about paws, and they've talked about flaws, and they've talked quite a lot about old Santa Claus. And the reason I'm telling you this is because you should take up this sport. It's just fine for the jaws. Do you walk in your sleep? I just had a report of some interesting news of this popular sport. Near Finnegan Fen, there's a sleepwalking group which not only walks, but it walks a la hoop. Every night they go miles. Why they walk to such length? They have to keep eating to keep up their strength. So every so often, one puts down his hoop, stops hooping and does some quick snooping for soup. That's why they are known as the Hoop Soup Snoop Group. Sleepwalking too are the curious crandalls who sleepwalk on hills with assorted-sized candles. The crandalls walk nightly in slumbering peace, in spite of slight burns from the hot dripping grease. The crandalls wear candles because they walk far, and if they wake up, want to see where they are. Now the news has arrived from the Valley of Vale that a Chippendale mutt has just bitten his tail, which he does every night before shutting his eyes. Such nipping sounds silly, but really it's wise. He has no alarm clock, so this is the way he makes sure that he'll wake up at the right time of day. His tail is so long, he won't feel any pain till the nip makes a trip and gets up to his brain. In exactly 8 hours, the Chippendale mutt will at last feel the bite and yell, "Ouch!" and wake up. Mr. and Mrs. D. Carmichael Crocks have just gone to bed near the town of Fort Knox, and they, by the way, have the finest of clocks. I'm not at all sure that I quite understand just how the thing works with that one extra hand, but I do know this clock does one very slick trick. It doesn't tick-tock, how it goes is talk-tick. So with ticks in its talker and talks in its ticker, it's safe lots of times and the sleepers sleep quicker. What a fine night for sleeping. From all that I hear, it's the best night for sleeping in many a year. They're even asleep in Zwieback Motel, and people don't usually sleep there too well. The beds are like rocks, as everyone knows. The sheets are too short. They don't cover your toes. So if people are actually sleeping in there, it's a great night for sleeping. It must be the air. It's a great night for snores. I just had a report of some boys who are tops in this musical sport. The snortiest snorers in all our fair land are Snorter McPhail and his Snort band. This band can snore Dixie and Old Swanee River so loud it would make 40 elephants shiver. The loudest of all the boys is McPhail. He snores with his head in a 3-gallon pail. So they snore in a cave 20 miles out of town. If they snored closer in, they would snore down the town. Do you know who's asleep out in Funa Laguna? Two very nice Guna Laguna Baboona. We've added them to our Who's Asleep count, which has grown to a really amazing amount. Exactly 8,808 creatures are sleeping now. Isn't that great? A Jed is in bed, and the bed of a Jed is the softest of beds in the world, it is said. He makes it from pom-poms he grows on his head, and he's sleeping right now on the softest of fluff, completely exhausted from growing the stuff. The news has come in from the district of Doft. The two oft are asleep, and they're sleeping aloft. And how are they able to sleep off the ground? I'll tell you. I weighed one last week, and I found that an oft is so light, he weighs -1 pound. A moose is asleep. He is dreaming of moose drinks. A goose is asleep. He is dreaming of goose drinks. That's well and good when a moose dreams of moose juice, and nothing goes wrong when a goose dreams of goose juice. But it isn't too good when a moose and a goose start dreaming they're drinking each other one's juice. Moose juice, not goose juice, is juice for a moose, and goose juice, not moose juice, is juice for a goose. So when goose gets a mouthful of juices of mooses, and moose gets a mouthful of juices of gooses, they always fall out of their bed screaming screams. So, I'm warning you now, never drink in your dreams. Speaking of dreaming, I think you should note that the Bumbletum Club is now dreaming afloat. Every night they go dreaming down Bumbletub Creek, except for one night every 3rd or 4th week, when they stop for repairs because their Bumbletubs leak. But tonight they're afloat, full of dreams, full of bliss, and that's why I'm bothering telling you this. At the fork of a road, in the Vale of Vavood, 5 foot-weary salesmen have laid down their load. All day they race around in the heat at top speeds, unsuccessfully trying to sell ziffers off seeds, which nobody wants because nobody needs. Tomorrow will come, they'll go back to their chore, they'll start on the road, ziffer zoofing once more, but tonight they've forgotten their feet are so sore. And that's what the wonderful nighttime is for. Everywhere creatures have shut off their voices. They've all gone to bed in the beds of their choices. They're sleeping in bushes. They're sleeping in crannies. Some on their stomachs and some on their fannies. They're peacefully sleeping in comfortable holes. Some even on soft-tufted barbershop poles. The number of sleepers is now past the millions. The number of sleepers is now in the billions. They're sleeping on steps, on strings and on floors, in mailboxes, ships, and the keyholes of doors. Every worm on a fish hook is safe for the night. Every fish in the sea is too sleepy to bite. Every whale in the ocean have turned off its spout. Every light between here and Farfoodle is out. And now, adding things up, we are way beyond billions. Our Who's Asleep score is now up in the zillions. 99 zillion 9 trillion and 2 creatures are sleeping. So how about you? When you put out your light, the number will be 99 zillion 9 trillion and 3. Good night. That's the end, honey. You're supposed to be sleeping. You're supposed to be asleep. Hey, you. You're supposed to be asleep. You're supposed to be asleep. Come on. Come on. Time to sleep. Come on. Time to sleep. Oh, time to sleep. Rock-a-bye. my baby on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When down will go baby, cradle and all. No, still not asleep, huh? What does it take to get you to go to sleep? Whiny.
Okay, honey, I better put her to bed. Should I stop this?